What are you looking at here? What are you looking at here? The Cornell Law School breaks down a law. 29 CFR 1607.17 policy, a statement on affirmative action. Now, affirmative action was something put in place for equal opportunity employment for black people. Black people only, coming out of the civil rights movement. That's what the equal opportunity employment was established in Congress in 1972 for. Black people who were suffering redlining, Jim Crow, children of slavery. It was specifically to try to even the playing field for our people who came out of slavery. It wasn't for women and it wasn't for anything else. Right? The face of those who was able to achieve equal opportunity or affirmative action were what? Traditional, functional families. The face of those who died to allow civil rights to happen were traditional, Bible-believing families in number. Who, even though you had Malcolm, Betty Shabazz and all that, no. But the majority of those who changed everything for the embedment of our people here in America were black Christians who held to traditional values. And understood those laws. But look what we have here. Look what happened. I'm going to show you what happened now. I'm going to show you the importance of having law and standing on God and our values first, or even what we died for. Keep in mind, civil rights was also in exchange for the brothers who died in the Vietnam War and had nothing to come back to. Men died for these rights. Our brothers. And look what's happening. Look who have access to these rights now. Let's read it. Look at it. That same law. Look. The Supreme Court's recent decision on workplace protections for the letter people has far-reaching implications. Now, what is it talking about, folks? Well, what it's talking about is what? On June 15th, 2020, the Supreme Court issued, matter of fact, let me look at this. The Supreme Court issued a landmark 6-3 decision affirming that the prohibition on sex discrimination in titles, there you go, 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 extends to discrimination based on sexual orientation, and gender identity. You see what happens when you're not unified and stand on something as a people with your God, morally and otherwise? See what happens? So now civil rights, bye-bye. It doesn't matter if our people died in war to get us an opportunity. Because we don't hold a moral line and are not one under our God, while we're looking the other way fighting against each other, they're taking away everything. Everything, even what we died for. And these people that are benefiting from it was once on the oppressor side. Because now they're able to redefine that, even sexual orientation, as what? You got it. A minority, a group. This is what happens, folks, when we don't come on one accord. We sit back and allow these things to be taken. The little things we have left is over. Because now you can have a person. And look at this example. You can have a person who comes from a long line of slave owners who are already rich men who can now identify as one of those people in the group and have access to take everything away our forefathers died for in the country. Even though affirmative action was made because their forefathers destroyed us. So now I can say that, well, how do I get access to their money? We're not teaching these people how to get their money. Oh, I can just put on a pair of poom-poom shorts and go down there and do this and do that. And just, even if I'm not that way, and I can just say I'm this way and now take the civil rights money right from up under them. So who cares if my father and my great-grandfather, had plantations, had many slaves and all that? Who cares if I'm already rich from me pillaging and destroying these people? The money's there, and the only thing I have to do is say that I want a separate what? Sexual preference. And by that, get access to what belongs to them. And see, and this is what happens, brothers and sisters. And there's nothing we can change it because they just found a way to take, there's nothing left for us, folks. There's not going to be no new programs that can help us. None of that. Because when you hear this, going all the way up to November, you're going to hear black and brown people. And what are they going to be talking about? The people who have always, that's right, usurped and took us over already. Through commerce first, by allowing them to come in our neighborhoods with different gods and set up shop amongst us. They're finishing off now what they started after they seen the threat of us financially benefiting from the money that was allocated only to our families through civil rights. It's all gone now. This is spiritual warfare. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy. You're invited.